Hey folks, Dante6797 here, doing my first Let's Play and starting up another Let's Play, obviously. And I'm doing my first one in a while, yeah. So today we're here playing Rome Total War. Rome Total War is a strategy game, kind of empire management a little bit, but it's not too much of that. I don't know how many times, so I don't really have much don't really feel the need to explain it much. You'll see what's going on as we play the game. So I think we're just going to jump right in with a single player, obviously. We're going to do the Imperial campaign. Hold on just a second, Actually, I screwed it up here. All these factions are factions that are in the game. Some of them are playable, some of them are not. Technically supposed to be playable, like the Thracians and I don't know the Spaniards. But some of these factions will get unlocked after you complete a campaign. And other these factions are just unplayable in general. They're in the game, but they're not supposed to be playable. And essentially, if you go into the Rome Total War file and you go to the find the Desker _ strat file, you can set all of the factions as playable. They all work right. None of them don't work right. They all should be okay to play. Some of them are just not very good to play, like the Numidians are kind of lame. But yeah, they should all be. I think. Yeah. Anyways, the three factions you start off with normally when you first load the game up are the three Roman factions, and then once you beat a campaign, you unlock all the ones you're supposed to unlock, which I believe are the Greeks, Egyptians. Well, pretty much if they have like a map that tells you where their area is, it's like the Kingdom of Pontus wasn't supposed to be available. The Gaul, Germany. Anyways, that's beside the point. So all of these. So yeah, you can pretty much easily do that without any cheats or hacks or anything. You just have to change a folder or change a file. It's not too difficult. I think we're gonna do medium because the game is surprisingly difficult. In my opinion, it's actually one of the harder Total War games, even on medium. I can play hard, but I'd rather it just be not difficult for me, not super difficult for me recording. I just want to obviously that. So we're going to do no battle time limit, and we're not going to do the long campaign because that is going to take way too long. So we're going to do the short campaign, which means we have to hold 15 provinces and destroy or outlast the following factions: the Gaul. And so we are playing the Roman faction. I don't really. I mean, I guess you can read this if you really want. You pause the video and read this. I'll scroll it somewhat slowly. There you go. If you really want to read that, then you can pause the video and read that. But it just gives you some of the backstory of the House of Julii. Rome is broken up into these three factions: the House of Julii, the House of Brutii, and the House of the Scipii. And yeah, they all have different objectives and whatnot. Essentially, they all have the same long campaign objective to become the supreme ruler of Rome. In fact, I believe all factions in the game actually have that long campaign. Yeah. So that's kind of lame, but what can you do? So we're going to be playing the House of Julii. They're my favorite of the three Roman factions, but they're also probably the easiest. Because these guys only have to fight barbarians, while historically were a huge problem. Game mechanic wise, they're really not that difficult to fight. These guys have to fight the Greeks and Macedonians, these guys are probably the hardest for that reason. They have to fight the phalanxes and the well-rounded, powerful, trained troops. And these guys have to fight the Carthaginians. For the most part, these guys only have to worry about the fact that the Carthaginians have war elephants and have a naval superiority. Other than that, most of their ground troops are far superior. Most of the ground troops are far superior when it comes to Rome. And that's pretty historically accurate. So we have a cutscene here that we will watch.
Gods. I hate Gauls. My grandfather hated them too. Even before they put out his eyes. Did you think I'd be out here on the frontier without good reason? Yes, Rome needs a strong frontier. No, Rome doesn't need unwashed barbarians at her gates. So, that's why I'm here, the leader of the Julii, to bring Roman order to stinking Gauls. Revenge? That'd be good too. This war against the Gauls won't last long. And when it's done, I've got plans. This is all about power. Power in Rome. Going down that road means dealing with all my rivals. The Senate, the Greeks, those Carthaginian elephant riders, the Scipii and the Brutii families too. After all, the man who controls Rome rules the world. And one day, I will be emperor.
There we go. That is a cool little opening cutscene where we got to see a good example of all the troops and whatnot. So yeah. We'll just have to wait for this loading screen here, which is taking a little while. Longer than it normally does. There we go. So right off the bat, the Senate will assign you various missions to do. And they will give you rewards and such. So they want us to take Segista, which is right here. It'll have 2 units of rebels, because this is just a rebel settlement here. Ligurian rebels? I don't know how to exactly say that.
Sir, General.
So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add these 2 Estati here to this group, and we're gonna go. Hold on 1 second. Just checking my phone. Sorry about that. We're going to swing around the spy. We're pretty much immediately going to go to war with the Gauls, so we're not going to even bother getting trade rights with them. I think what we'll do is we'll swing around and see if we can grab trade rights with the Macedonians.
You are mistaken, sir. Your
And we'll probably eventually build another diplomat to go off in this direction and go up to get the Britons as well and the Germany. What we're going to do is we're going to build something here. We don't really need that. Still kind of playing Empire Total War here because, or not Empire Total War. I don't even remember. I was playing one Total War and it was. I could easily lower the taxes right off the bat to get more population going, but. So I think we're gonna start off by building a trader. No, we're not gonna have trade rights for a couple more turns, so this feels unnecessary to me. Well, we could. Farms are a good start. I like farms. Farms are good. Farms are also expensive at this level, so I don't think we're gonna be doing that there. We're gonna definitely get the population growth here, because, in this game, and I believe they changed this in Medieval 2, and haven't had it since. When you recruit a troop of soldiers, see how these soldiers are 160? Well, when we go to recruit, our population is at 3,500. When we go to recruit one of those, our population goes down by that, and that makes sense because those people who live here in this town, those 160 men, because this population only counts the men, because in this time period, obviously, the women and children will not have counted for much. It's basically your manpower, less more so than your population. It's your total amount of people you can recruit in your army. And not only that, but the higher the population, the more tax income you're going to have, which is good. So, like I said, they took that out in Medieval. That's weird. Why is that? They took that out in Medieval 2. They haven't had it since, but it is in this game. And population growth is very, very, very important. And because these 2 cities, Probably mainly, well, maybe this one actually. Which means I think we're going to queue up one of these as well. But we're going to need lots and lots of population here in both these places to recruit soldiers. I don't think we're going to recruit anything. Ooh, my mouse died for a second. There we go. I don't think we're going to recruit anything. I don't think we really need any more soldiers. Well, actually, I think we're going to come here and recruit 2 more Hastati here. And we're going to have these guys leave. And we're going to go up here. Oops, a little bit too far. We're just going to sit here on the... Hold on. It's quite quiet. Sorry about that. There we are. Well, maybe a little bit more. There we go. Why is it so quiet? Sorry about this. Just let me figure this out. Speeches. I guess that'll have to do. So first things first, we're going to go over here and kill these guys and, you know, do the thing. And we're going to assault it because they don't have any walls, so we don't need any siege, and we don't need to siege it up. Now, the reason why I added those 2 more Hastati is because I really don't want to fight this, mainly for the fact that I really hate fighting siege battles, and there's no way we can lose this. So it may take my men may take a little bit more of a hit than if I was fighting it, but I think we're just gonna auto resolve. And we lost, you know. Actually, no, we didn't. We only lost about 27 guys. Actually, that's not bad at all. So we're going to occupy the settlement. Set mission assigned. Set mission complete. And we were given 5,000 denarii, which is huge. That's really gonna help us. I think the first thing we're gonna have to obviously have to upgrade. We have to upgrade we have to turn the settlement Roman by doing this, building the governor's house first. The settlement right now, you can see how the little sprite on the map doesn't look Roman, looks barbarian like this or this. Yeah, we have to change that. We have to make the settlement Roman first. Well, we don't have to first. We just can't build anything else in this town. But it's usually a good idea so you can stop getting... Because, like, let's look at... Not the building browser. Let's look at the settlement details. There's a lot of culture penalties going on here. And if we can start getting... what we're going to want is we're going to start wanting Romans to move here and start replacing the barbarian population. And then, with that, we're going to... Well, we don't really need much vision, do we? Not at the moment. Alright, everything pretty much moved. Yeah. I'll be right back before we end our turn. Hello, everyone. I am back. Terribly sorry about that. I had to check my hard drive, make sure I have enough hard drive space to continue recording, and I do. So I forgot what the hotkey for end turn button in this game was. So we're going to do this. Alright, well, we're gonna break it this turn anyways, but I suppose we will accept it for now. They want us to take Narbo Martius, which is... holy crap. We'll see what we can do. So... oh, fuck. I probably should have kept that up. I can just go here. So financially, this is all of our financially things. Our various incomes. Taxes is our main income. Farming is our second. Trade is our least. Our trade is kind of crappy. And we have a small corruption thing. I'm not really sure if we can do anything about that. And then this is our expenditures. Wages, which are generals. We have to pay our generals wages because they are generals and they want a higher wage than your regular soldier. And this is our army upkeep. Army upkeep, what I would imagine include paying for their armor, their weapons, and then obviously, of course, their gear, or their wages as well. So we're gonna swing this army around here, like so. Now you can see how the sprite on the map has changed. First thing we're gonna do is build paved roads, because roads are awesome. make our troops go through the an area faster, and it is good times. First thing we're gonna need is we're gonna need Cav. Can we recruit Velites anywhere? No. So, because the whole population thing, it's... Hold on, let me turn the heater off here. It's getting kind of hot. Because of the whole, reducing your soldiers, taking up your population thing, you're going to want to make sure you're not recruiting your whole army, all of your soldiers, from like one town. Because obviously this population is not going to be able to grow, and it's going to be very, very hard to maintain a decent population if you do that, which is bad. So I think I'm going to set up I'm going to set this place up as my main infantry recruiter, and probably Velites and archers light infantry, skirmishers they would be called. And this is going to be where I'm going to get all my cavalry. So we will try to do something like that. Other than that, there's not anything we really want. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to recruit a couple of town watch here. We're going to pull these town watch out, which is going to kind of... Let's lower the tax rate for a turn. I didn't think about that. They're going to stop in here because it's close. And we're going to send these guys back to this town for retraining just to get their numbers back to max. And then I think we're going to start this war. They have a cavalry, some skirmishers, and two... We're pretty much... Well, our Triarii will counter... I don't know. I think I want to wait till I can meet up with this army first, so I can make sure to totally crush that. And then we will start the war, and then so we will probably start the war next turn. So I guess we will get a little bit of money from our trade. Oh, we have to move our... Oh. Let's go set this guy here. Spy and things. We'll send this guy, swinging this guy around to Greece and Macedonia. We got some little rebel army here. I only got one unit. We'll deal with that in due time. And remove this guy right here. You saw those 3 red dots? Those are areas that are in zones. That's this thing's zone of control. And if you pass through one of those red dots, you can't. Your army will be stopped, and you can't move until either the next turn or you attack the army that you have zoned of control. Now we can't really build... We can build a fort, but I don't think that's necessary because I don't think they're going to initiate the war. We are going to initiate the war. Our goal right now is to rush for this place really quickly because we... What was... Faction, Senate. Oh, mouse, come on now, work with me. You'll earn the Senate's gratitude. That's cool. Senate floor. This is the Senate's opinion of us right now, and the more missions we do, the more this will go up, and that is good. I don't really know how to get this up. I imagine to have lower taxes and more like recreational buildings, I think, but I'm not entirely sure. We can bring the tax rate down. We have a good amount of money. That early 5,000 was really helpful. We don't want to lose money though. So that early 5,000 was really, really helpful. That's going to put us in a good position to just keep taxes overall low and have a good improvement rate, which I think affects how the plebs feel about us. Yeah, see, we dropped taxes, and then now our pleb opinion, the people have a higher opinion of us, which is good. War declared Carthage and the Greek city-states, so that's because they're down here. This is Greek, and there's a Carthaginian town here, and the Greeks are trying to further their control of Sicily. So yeah, I think we're gonna start the war if we can. Let's keep swinging this guy around. Well, we can bring this guy up. Who's this? That's not really a threat. We got 4 unknown units there. And our agent. What is it down here? Oh, more barbarians, war bands. So, not seeing too much we can't deal with. So we're gonna move these 2 town watch, over here. And then we're going to head out this one Astadi north to join our main army eventually. And then we're going to build something here. Probably the growth rate. The growth